We're going live.
This is an interesting remix.
I like it.
Definitely want DC in on this one.
You never know. Disney will find a way.
I did watch the Suicide Squad, by the way.
So did I. Did you like it?
I did. Loved
I thought it
it.
was really good. I think we talked about it last week, didn't we?
I have no idea. I wasn't here.
We did.
Yep.
It's been a week. I can't remember much.
It happens. It happens. It's the best of us.
I'd be really impressed if you were like hitting the buttons to pad that.
It was.
Were you really?
You were? You were running it?
You were
I
mixing
didn't know
that
that.
live?
Oh, that's
That was
cool.
good. I liked it. That is impressive. No.
I like it. I like it.
What is going on, guys?
How are you guys?
Good,
Not
good.
a whole lot.
We're all back, and Bonnie's got so much light in her room.
I know it's so bad. Don't look.
She's on the light side. She's not on the dark side today.
I don't like
That's
it.
That's why she's good Thanos today.
Yeah.
Dude, I really liked Good Thanos.
That was the best.
I really liked Good
Like,
Thanos.
is this for real?
It was
We-
it was so good.
Dude, the last...
We can get into that though.
Okay, all right. I'll be
Yeah,
quiet.
we'll get into that.
I'll be quiet.
That's good stuff to talk about. Okay, so we are the Marauders. We're here every Thursday, 7:30. You might see different ones of us each week, though, depending on what the schedule is. But we are all the Marauders. So we're glad that you're here. Throw some comments, hang out, talk, just enjoy the show.
Yes.
And real quick, starting with Good Thanos.
I'm good Thanos because I really enjoyed Good Thanos this. Well, I guess it was last week's episode, but I watched it today and I really liked it.
Go with the corner. Other
Other corner? Okay, so I'm
Other
116
corner.
and a half because I don't think that they've built 117 yet. So I'm pretty sure that Halo's not finished and it's not going to be finished. So I'm 116 and a half until they prove to me that there is a 117. Because I don't think there is.
Did they not prove that in the first one?
We can get into this. We'll get into this
We're
tonight.
gonna get into this.
We're gonna
This
get
is
into
a-
this tonight.
yeah.
But look, I
Yep.
mean, I literally switched my. I'm gonna start a little. No, you know what? We're not.
No. I'm
I'm
not getting there.
I'm
Let's
116 and a half.
introduce real
Who's this
quick.
guy? Who's
What's
this
going
guy?
on, man? This is On Your Left.
Oh, I
aka
love it.
Ace Kennedy. And you know how I do it every week. Talk nerdy to me.
That's right. I just
And he's got
realized
the
that
shirt
too
to
with
go
your
with it.
name and the shirt. I love it. Love it.
That's good
It's
stuff.
confirmed for Avengers 4, right? Or good God, Captain America
Captain
4.
America 4.
Yeah.
We already had
And
that.
I'm master. I'm master. It could be a bad word, or it could be chief. We'll just leave it up to you, because either way, it's half baked and not done.
We'll know in 3 months. We'll know in 3 months.
Wow. You guys are not upset at all.
I am
No,
so.
not.
Can we start with this?
Just
I'm
so
not
you know,
upset at
when we
all.
get into this, I was pissed when we started talking about it on the on our messages.
Does this
So
mean I win?
No.
not yet. You don't win.
No.
You don't win nothing.
Nobody wins because I said December, but I said I'm picking November, so it doesn't count. Like, nobody picked December.
No, I did November 26th. I'm
Yeah, you
closest
didn't
to
Hold
the
on,
pick
date.
hold on,
December
hold on,
8th.
hold on.
Closest to the date.
Yeah,
November 26th.
Did we,
I'm closest to the date.
did we establish you're not even in the right month? Me and you are the only ones in the right year. So,
I'm just saying, I'm closest to the date.
well, I mean, I'll give it to you. But if we roll back the footage, I did say it's going to come out in December.
No, you didn't.
This is
Otherwise, you
this
would have picked
this
December.
is
No, I
what
did
you
not
picked.
say. I
You
did
had
not-
you had
I picked this
you had
day.
a chance.
I did.
I can show you the
did.
clip where you said it, and this
Oh.
is
You don't
why.
know.
That's
I
why
did
I
not-
made this.
I'm not
I made
arguing.
this on purpose. I made it on purpose so that you couldn't do
That's
that.
funny.
I picked the day. I know which day I picked. And then stupid Call of Duty came out November 5th. Or
Nobody
9th.
cares about Call of Duty.
Well, apparently somebody does.
I guess so.
Can we get started on this? Let's just get going because I have a lot of rage from the last
Here
2
we
days.
go.
Okay.
Okay, we need to get let's talk Sonic real quick.
I went and got my
because I
drink.
know that this is gonna get hairy.
It's gonna get ugly.
I did not get my Sonic today, but yesterday I did get two 44s to just sit by me and guzzle down while I worked. So
That's a
So
lot
thank
of
you,
caffeine.
Sonic, for that. And I did, yeah.
88 ounces
It
of
doesn't-
caffeine.
I'll
It
be right
doesn't
back.
bother me like it bothers you, apparently.
Yeah, it bothers me, unfortunately.
Anyways, so I used the app. Obviously, it was only like $3 for both of them together. So
It's a bargain.
that's
Did
the
you
way.
get-
That's always the way to go. You
you
don't
get
have to
anything
go at
banana
4 o'clock. I didn't. I did not. But I should have, just for
No.
you, I guess. I do have banana pudding that I'm going to make.
Oh, it's so
Man,
nasty.
so
That
good.
sounds amazing.
Oh,
Gonna do it.
Vanilla
I'll bring you,
wafers.
I may even bring you some.
I won't eat it. I will literally
Then
throw
I'll-
it in the trash
Well,
in
then
front of you.
I'll give it to a mod then. How about
It's
that?
not, it'll be in the trash. You'll have to give a mod trash pudding. So,
Trash pudding.
if you want to give a mod pudding that's been in the trash, I just think that's hurtful.
Trash
So-
pudding.
Okay. Anyways, thank you, Sonic.
Love you
You're
so
always
much.
awesome.
Thank you, Sonic.
Thank you.
Definitely love your drinks and slushes. Okay. Since we're going to get into it, I'm going to put myself in a corner. That way, that's not covering up your face. There we go. Okay. You're fine.
This is a weird
No, I'll
corner
put
for
you
me.
up there.
I'm not used to being in the top.
He
Can you
doesn't
switch?
like
Can
it.
you switch me in a mod? I don't like this.
Said he's not used to being
I don't like it.
Okay. Anyways,
switch,
let's
switch
just.
me and
let's
Bonnie.
just-
She likes the corner.
no, I'm not going to
Nobody
do that.
puts baby in a corner.
Nobody. You're already in a corner.
I'm in the corner. I just don't like
Everybody's
the
in the corner.
because I feel
Okay.
like I feel like the person in the top is the one leading the show, and that's not this guy. It's not this guy. Not
Are you
tonight.
sure?
Positive. Positive.
Well, I definitely can't get the question out. You keep talking.
What?
I love you. Okay. Okay, so we've been bashing a lot of Master Chief and 117s. So let's just go into why we are doing that. Gaming studio releases. So I feel like we've been given a pass to these guys. I understand we've had COVID. That's a big deal for why we've had some problems with stuff. But how far do we let COVID go when there's studios like if anybody watched earlier in the week, Shane and I were doing the Destiny stuff, and they lit people up with what they were going to drop.
It's really good.
And it's not going to be, I mean, it's another month and a half past what Halo is going to do. And Halo had an extra year on top of what they had that they could have done some of this. So, who wants to go first and talk about this? And then I can yell later.
Since I don't have that much to say, I'll get mine short and sweet out the way. It's a major fail, especially because this was supposed to be the launch point with the new Xbox. This would have been the incentive to get more people with the availability, obviously, to be able to get an Xbox. So I think it's a major fail. They knew this was coming. With the movies and stuff being completed, they shouldn't have any excuse on getting this game done, because I know that they should be able to work on this from home. So major fail.
Okay, so game development is hard. We know that. We're all aware of that. It's hard to develop a game. So I thought that delaying it a year was a really good idea. Okay, I'm a huge Halo guy. I have been so excited up until yesterday. And then yesterday, and you can censor me if you need to, but 343 took a giant shit on my hopes and dreams. Okay?
Late.
Like it's so ridiculous. They've had an entire year, okay, and I've been deep diving into what the hell's going on with 343 Industries, 343i. They're the current producers of Halo 4, 5, and 6. So they've had a year to work on this. It turns out the story lead for the single player campaign left early this year. I want to say March, maybe April. When he left, they retooled the campaign. Okay. So the last time we saw the Halo campaign was June, E3 of 2020, right before, the pandemic was in full swing, but really before it hammered all the studios and stuff like that. And it was terrible. Graphics-wise, it was a disaster. I mean, it just didn't look good. Obviously, that's why they delayed the game a year. Since then, we've seen zero campaign footage. None. Okay? This year in June, they showed us multiplayer. We've had one live flight, which is a multiplayer flight where actually people get to play it. And then, so all my hopes and dreams have been on Gamescom. For this year, that's going to be the big showcase. Microsoft did a 1.5 hour press conference the day before. I thought we were going to see it then. We got no Halo. Well, then they go on Twitter and they're like, wait for tomorrow. It's going to be the big Gamescom thing. So I wait for tomorrow. And then, I watch the Gamescom. And what do they show us? Multiplayer. Again. They show us multiplayer again in their Gamescom preview. And then the only mention we get of single player. Now, there's a couple videos going around where they said we're working on it, we're polishing things, blah, blah, blah. That was before. But the only mention he says on Gamescom is I think he said that we're either still polishing or we're either still finishing up the campaign. I'm incredibly worried. Incredibly worried at this point. Like, there's a reason they're only showing us multiplayer. The multiplayer looks good. From what I've heard, it plays good. That side is okay. But they just pushed back campaign co-op. They just said that's going to be delayed until Season 1 or Season 2. And then they pushed back the Forge. So there's two huge features that they've pushed out. I'm fine with them pushing those features out. But you're 3 months away. We finally get a release date, November or December 8th. We finally get the release date, so yay. And they said that it's going to be multiplayer and single player. But we haven't seen a single second of campaign since June of last year. And so I watched the developer, or one of the developers' interviews today, and he said that they're going to show footage before it releases. And my response to that is when? Because yesterday was a huge letdown. We got no collector's edition, which, look, I get everybody doesn't care about collector's editions, but the only thing you're buying when you buy Halo is the single player campaign. $69.99. It's the price of a full game. Anybody can go online and get the Halo multiplayer for free when it launches. So the only thing they have to sell us on, the only product that we need to buy is the single player campaign, and they won't show us a thing. They didn't give us a collector's edition. They released a fancy looking Xbox. It's awesome, but they sold out in 2 minutes. If you want one now, you can go pay double on eBay. I mean, you still can't get a normal Xbox, and then you're going to give us a limited edition console. You're going to sell it out in 10 seconds, and now you can go buy one from a scalper. Then they gave us a controller that's sold out everywhere, which is fine. This controller was really cool, but like, to me, this was just a misstep after misstep after misstep. And I was getting ready to get on here and defend 343 and be like, as long as they launch it, they're still doing their part. But like, you've had a year. This was supposed to launch your Xbox. You've had a year to figure this stuff out. And you come out and you just lay egg after egg, in my opinion. I'm so frustrated. Like, if it's not complete, delay it. You look at every other major game studio right now that's struggling. I mean, we can go down a list of 50 games off the top of my head that has been delayed already. If you need to delay, yes. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, we can talk about all the games that have been pushed back. Even Sony's pushing their flagships back. Horizon got pushed to February, and Horizon was going to be Sony's major release this holiday season. They pushed it back. God of War got pushed back. That's another big Sony release. Like, there's tons of games. If it's not ready, push it back. Because what you cannot do, and I'll wrap this up, but what you cannot do is you cannot launch it and have it be another Cyberpunk. You can't. You cannot.
That's what I'm scared of.
Yes, and that's my fear right now. Look, I have Cyberpunk, and Cyberpunk's gotten better, but you look at the stock, what happened to CD Projekt Red, and they got hammered. They're still getting hammered from a PR standpoint. You push this game back a year and you've hyped it. And then you're going to tell us that everything's great, but we're not going to show you anything, which is exactly what 340 or what CD Projekt Red did. And then on December 8th, all these people are going to have bought this and they're going to plug it in. And it's either going to be great or it's going to be a pile of garbage. And they're going to live and die by it.
Well, and they're only releasing the multiplayer, right? Or not the campaign in December, right?
You get the campaign and the multiplayer
and
at
the
same
multiplayer.
Time. But they're two separate products because the only thing you're paying for is the campaign.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You're paying $69.99 for the campaign that we have not seen a second of in a year. And they keep shoving the free multiplayer down our throat. They've already shown us the first trailer for the first season. Like,
we got the flights. We got the next flight we're gonna do, and the next flight we're gonna do. Yeah, but we haven't got anything.
Where's the beta? Where's the beta for the single player?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, give me something. Where's the demo? Where's the teaser trailer for it? Like, give me something that shows Master Chief running around in your new fancy open world and it doesn't look like a sixth grader drew a cartoon. Like
It doesn't look like Halo Xbox, the original.
You're
It
not
looked literally like we started at the beginning.
there's a ton of Halo fans out there that are giving 343 the benefit of the doubt, and like I am usually one to give them the benefit of the doubt. But there is a reason that major showcase after major showcase, they're not showing us a second of campaign. Because if that campaign was ready, they would be shoving it down our throat. They would be. Like, and why is there no collector's edition? Like, why is there no collector's edition? I don't understand it. Like, Australia has one, and it comes with an enamel pin, and it comes with a $15 Halo card that you can use to buy, like, skins and stuff. And it's $120. Like,
And you get a $10 gift card with it.
yeah.
What is that? What does it tell you when they're giving you a gift card with something that hasn't come out yet?
Well, it tells me that
You shush.
It tells me that the free side of the multiplayer, like, there's going to be a lot of skins. It's going to be Fortnite 2, and they're going to shove skins and whatever they can down your throat.
Emotes.
Yes, all that. They're banking on hundreds of millions of dollars off of the emotes and stuff like that. But
Bonnie, what are your thoughts?
It's kind of the same. Like, I'm let down because my big thing is the campaign. I don't care about the multiplayer. I don't care about that stuff. I just want a good campaign with a good story, and I want it to be like it's supposed to be. Like, you know, the story was supposed to go before Halo 5, and at this point, I'm just pretty. I don't even know if I'm gonna buy it now. That's how I feel.
I'm not pre-ordering
Yeah.
the game. It'll be the first Halo since Halo 1 I haven't pre-ordered. And the only reason I
Yeah.
didn't pre-order Halo 1 is I didn't know about it. It sucked all the excitement out of it for me. I mean, I literally had my credit card. I was refreshing websites, waiting on the collector's edition. Like, nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, just nothing.
So I'm going to
bitter.
put this back up here. So we all guessed these different dates, okay?
Yes.
And we all know this. Some people that are dropping in may not know. These are the dates that we picked for the release. Now, we had a long conversation on our messages. What is a release? Shane, what did you say a release was?
A release is single player and multiplayer. If you
single player campaign
Well,
and
and
the
that-
multiplayer,
if
or
it- if
whatever
it-
that.
if it's a game that has a multiplayer component. If they launch the single player and the multiplayer on December 8th, then they launch their game. Now, there are key components missing. I understand that.
Hold on. No, that's the only question I asked.
All right.
Ace.
I said that the release is the day that the game comes out. So if the day that you can physically play the game is the day the game is released.
Okay.
That's what I say too.
So that's what Bonnie says. I agree with that. Here's my problem, though. We just talked about what is entailed in this. You said the campaign and the multiplayer.
Oh.
What is the one thing? We've had 5 games so far. What are the things that are always in the Halo games? First one,
It's campaign co-op.
campaign,
And the newer games,
then
it's,
co-op,
campaign
then
co-op.
the
yeah.
multiplayer. Those are the 3 things your flagship game has had the last 5 times.
Yeah.
But now we have maybe a campaign,
Maybe.
Maybe.
and you're going to have to wait on crossplay because we haven't figured out the campaign, obviously. So now we don't even know how to interact with the 2 players in the campaign. So we're
'cause
figuring
it's
that out
open
still.
world. Yeah.
And you get the free multiplayer. But I'm making you pay $70 for a campaign we don't know that's ready yet.
Yeah.
And a co-op that I have to wait for that we have no idea when it could be another 6-7 months before we get it. It's not going to really be that long. But if it dropped like Cyberpunk did, it might be 6 or 7 months.
if the campaign launches like Cyberpunk launched, I mean, I can't. It's going to be such a disaster for Microsoft. And obviously, it'll be a disaster for 343i. But in reality, it's a disaster for Microsoft because this is the reason we have an Xbox. Like, this is
Yep.
the game on Xbox. It's the game. Now I know not all
if you're
Xbox
not,
players.
if you're not a Gears of War fan and you're not a Halo fan, then you're not using Xbox.
No.
Right. I mean,
Exactly.
Those are the those are the two games that have kept Xbox going. I know there's other games on there besides that.
right.
But like I said, Halo is your flagship game. Like you said, that is the game that got me buying an Xbox. It made me buy the 360. It made me buy the Xbox One. I stopped there, but I know some people may have gone further, obviously. But that's the reason we got those things. It wasn't because of Destiny on Xbox. It wasn't because of whatever the junk was. Anyways, you get
Halo.
This is my frustration with what studios are doing right now. COVID happened. I get it.
Yeah.
But there's studios that are cranking out good stuff because they decided to do something, not just sit on their butt and go, COVID happened. Hey, COVID's happened. Hey, COVID's happened. It's COVID's happened. We made sure to fix it so we can get these games out.
It sounds
Even
to me.
Minecraft did a big thing during COVID.
It sounds to me like the
Saying.
development is really dysfunctional, incredibly dysfunctional. And if you retool a game 7 or 8 months before you're going to launch it, that's not a good thing.
Or they just bit off more than they could chew. They thought
Which
they
is-
could have it done, and they looked at what the landscape of games like. I know this isn't Xbox, but just looking at like what Zelda did. Zelda did an open world game.
Yep.
Star Wars
Yep.
did an open world game.
Yep.
So it's just like they were trying to get in that game and bit off more than they could chew.
Yeah. I mean, open world Halo is a great idea. But I mean,
In
they're-
theory, I
Yeah, I
feel
think
like
in theory, I feel that same way.
and here's what I think the problem is. It's like since Destiny, there's been a real trend of live service games. Like they see the ability to continue to make money off of a game. Like, most games you pay, let's just round off. Let's say you pay 50 million, you create the game, you sell how many ever copies, and then you're done. But now with Destiny and with some of the other live service games, they see the opportunity to spend your 50 million, build your base, and then every few months you add more content, and then you create a constant revenue stream. So I think that was what 343 thought, is like, hey, we'll make an open world, and then we can come in and we can add missions and we can add objectives, and we can continue to flesh out this story, and we don't have to launch a Halo 7 and a Halo 8 and a Halo 9. We can build off of Halo Infinite, and then every year or every whatever their concept was, we can keep giving them or single player stuff. We charge them that while they're playing the free multiplayer and buying our skins and our emotes and our camo patterns and stuff like that, which is a great concept. But if you're going to do this, like, you have to look at Bungie. Like when Bungie launched Destiny, when Bungie launched Destiny, it was great, but they struggled and they've gone through reiteration after reiteration. And that's why, so many people call Destiny a dead game. But Bungie keeps at it, and they've had to retool and rebuild. And and you look at the other live service games. The Avengers game was a flop for Square Enix. It was a flop.
Yeah.
The Avengers game failed. They had the live action concept, and now the new Wakanda supposedly is really, really good. But it's been a year and a half since the game came out. So live action is great in theory, but very few studios can pull it off. Obviously, they've got Microsoft money behind them, and we haven't seen it yet. So I can't say that they failed, but right now, the fact that we're 3 months away from release and they still won't show us a second of campaign is not a good thing.
Yeah, but I don't think that you can take a game. I mean, I understand the whole open concept for maybe a new game or a new idea, but to take Halo and what the fans have been doing for however many years now, I'm kind of iffy about this whole concept of having it like that for Halo, just because of how I'm used to playing it. And I know people are like, oh, so you got to change with the times and this, that, and the other, but maybe you should try a different game and try that before you touch Halo, just because of the way the fan base is. And that's what I'm afraid of, is the way that they're wanting to do it now is going to turn me completely away from it.
I feel like me personally, I feel like it's going to be kind of an Assassin's Creed overworld type thing where you're going to have outposts and different things, and then you can go to the different parts of the map and run into exactly. You can run into story missions and stuff like that. So I'm not opposed to the concept, but I'm going to have to see it, and that's my fear, is we still haven't seen it.
That's still another thing. your last 5 games, your whole team is not set for open world.
Yeah.
Your game has never been set as open world. Everything, it's always been linear. You're always in this box. You follow the box. You follow you follow where the enemies are.
Yep.
It's
and you go to
easy.
the end, and then you go to the next part.
You find your skulls in between.
Yeah, it's just like Gears of War. Gears of War, very linear. You're going to follow a path. You're going to come out of that path, go to a different path, but you're staying in this box that you have to be in, because that's what Halo was so good about in the campaign, is because you're following the story, you're following in this line with the story.
Yeah.
It's never been built like a Destiny was. And to get people to go and change their thought process to open world and I can go anywhere I don't think it's gonna help them, honestly.
No, I don't either. I'm afraid
unless they do, unless they do like the break-offs that they did with ODST and all the other ones, where they go to different things.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel like Master Chief Halo, and then you bring it in. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, it better feel like Master Chief Halo. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna know in 3 months, supposedly.
In the end, I
Not
think
excited.
all these extra studios, especially the ones that have money, Microsoft has money. They could have had this done. They could have had something figured out. I mean,
yeah, it hasn't been developed well.
Yeah.
I agree with
it's
all
most
of that.
expensive
100%.
Halo of all time. So good times.
We could probably go the rest of the podcast with this, but we're gonna stop here. We're gonna leave it at that. You make your own decisions up. If you have some thoughts, throw them in the comments. We'll talk about it if we see something. Let's get on with let's see. You want to do the WB? Okay, let's just do Cowboy Bebop, because you guys love your anime stuff. Isn't Cowboy Bebop anime?
Animation anime. No. I don't know a whole lot about Cowboy Bebop. I know my daughter, she likes the actual animated anime because it's like a gunslinger type anime.
It is, yeah. I'm not into it, but
so I mean, just because I'm not a fan of the actual animated show, I think I would check this out. Only because like I would check it out. If it was one that I liked, I probably wouldn't, because they usually screw up the live action.
Screw it up.
Yeah.
Animes.
Right.
Don't ever watch Death Note on Netflix. It's awful. Not like you can watch the animated one, just don't watch the live action.
Don't want to live.
So.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. I've seen the show. I didn't like the show because obviously I'm not really an anime person. I think we've talked about that several times.
Yeah.
But besides that, looking at it, what I would be afraid as an anime fan, if I saw this, liking the anime show, is that it makes me think, oh no, we're going to have another Jupiter's Legacy.
Oh.
Where it's just everything is so, I don't know.
You had to bring that
show
up.
And you're like, I don't know. Sorry. I know that hurts a little bit.
That was painful.
Here's the only thing I have to say about when anybody tries to do an anime live action. Okay, the thing with animes and why it has such a big fan base is the drama that's behind it. You know, like I don't know how to describe it, but they're just really good at the fight scenes. They're really good at the, getting the audience involved. And you try and put that on live action, you don't get the same because you're drawing it. So you could do these huge, elaborate fight scenes of people getting thrown.
Big swords or slicing.
Yeah.
You see the huge trails behind them.
Yeah.
Slices through somebody. They pause for a second and then blood squirts out, stuff like that. Yeah.
It's like the best. People love this. And then you try to do that with something live action and you're like, oh, what is this? What is this I'm looking at? I've seen a lot of stuff on TikTok where fans are excited about it, but then I've also seen the other side of it where they're not excited at all about them doing a live
I don't know
action.
anything about it. If it's good, I'll check it out, but I'll wait until I hear people say it's good.
Yeah, because I don't know anything about it either, and I'm not opposed to watching that. I didn't know anything about Invincible. I didn't know anything about The Boys. But if we get a good enough trailer, we get some people attached to it that are interesting, then I'd be willing to check it out. But yeah, I don't know anything about it.
And they have a corgi in it, so that makes it worth it.
Does the corgi do anything, or is it just
I have no idea.
corgi?
I don't watch it.
Does it fight?
The main guy is from the newer Star Treks, isn't he?
I have no idea.
Chris Pine?
Oso or
Zachary Quinton?
it's the Chinese guy that's always at the front panel on
He's
Star Trek.
Isn't he from like Harold and Kumar?
Yeah, maybe.
Go to White Castle
I haven't
or
watched
whatever.
those, but I remember seeing. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's
Could be.
that's the guy that's I think I saw in it. I don't know. I've
don't know.
not been.
We'll see. Like I said, I wanted to throw it out there because I know you guys are anime, and I wanted to see what an anime guy would think.
I don't think I'm that anime, apparently.
I think
I'm like
honestly,
baby anime.
I am gonna say that it's gonna be horrible, even for somebody that doesn't like anime, or even if I don't like anime, I don't think I'm gonna like this. But
I mean, it's Netflix. They don't have a
we'll
good
see
track
what it
record.
is.
So,
That is true.
It's
That is
random.
true.
It's super hit and miss though, because there was the one with Jamie Foxx. What was
Talking
that
about
called?
Power?
Yes.
Yeah, where
No,
they're
no,
Project Power. or
yeah,
Project Power.
yeah.
Yeah.
something. Yeah,
Was
I
that
like-
was that an anime to begin with?
No.
No, it wasn't
No.
No,
that I know of. Yeah.
I'm
and
talking
there
like
was also
Oh,
there
you're
was the
talking
one where
live action animes.
yeah, I'm talking live action anime.
None of them are good.
None of them are good.
I don't know of any
So-
that are good.
I've not seen.
yeah. This
I've
is not.
seen the
I'm just
Korean-
talking about Netflix in general. Netflix
Oh.
has some really good
Yeah,
ones.
Netflix has some
There
great stuff.
was also another one with Anthony Mackie that was really good.
Talking about Behind the Wire.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
If you have you seen it? You should see that one.
It was good.
That is a really good movie.
It was good.
It kind of puts you in the mindset of a Terminator or
Okay.
I Am Robot.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
AI takes over.
Look, I
You
can't.
got to
Yeah,
watch
I won't
it. Yeah,
spoil it. You watch
I
it.
don't want to give anything away. You need to watch that one.
It's called Behind the Wire.
Yeah,
It's outside the
that's
wire, or behind
that
the
is
wire.
100%.
something like that. Behind the Wire,
Yeah,
outside
it's
the
something
wire.
wire.
Just look up. Just all you gotta do is put in Anthony Mackie in Netflix, and his movies will pop up.
Yeah.
You see
Okay.
something about a wire, then you know that's it.
Gotcha.
If you see a Black Mirror, be careful
That's
when
totally
you watch
different.
that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. But is that scary?
No.
It's not that it's scary. Bonnie, just trust me. You and your husband watch that together. Just watch
Watch Black Mirror together.
watch Black Mirror together, but you got to watch the Anthony Mackie. It's called Striking Vipers.
Okay.
It's probably, I think it's chapter 5, episode 1, Striking Vipers, and it's got Anthony Mackie. It's got
It's
Anthony
striking.
Mackie, and
Now
the
I'm-
dude-
Good.
Now I'm wondering. I'm gonna.
It's the dude from Candyman is also in it. Both of them are in it.
I don't like that you
what's it
said.
about?
You said what was it? What was it called? Striking Vipers. Then you said
Mhm.
Black Mirror.
Mhm.
I'm not sure what we're seeing in that. Is he like up against the mirror and you're seeing double vipers, or what's?
Listen, all I know is we talking about video games. It fits the mode of a video game. That's all I can say.
Ooh, okay.
Anyways,
Oh, okay. Now
are
I
some good
remember that
Netflix things.
episode. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, why don't you let Halo come out like that?
Okay.
What? I'm so lost.
I was trying to
I am
figure out because
too.
I've
I
seen
have
all
not
of
seen
I've
this.
seen all of Black Mirror, and I'm like, what episode is this? And then it just clicked. It just clicked.
Striking Vipers.
Striking vibe. Oh my god!
That's
did it
the
ever click?
episode name.
That's the episode name.
Okay.
Yeah, Black Mirror, but I think it's season 5, episode 1. It's something like that.
Okay.
Episode 1 of whatever the season is. But I think it's 5 though.
Okay. Okay.
It's
Very interesting.
it's very interesting.
I can tell
Working
by
with
your
your
face. I'm just saying. I watched a TikTok today about some of my favorite Avengers and movies they've been in, not Avengers movies.
This one will be interesting.
So now I'm gonna have to go watch that TikTok again and see
You're
if
gonna-
Anthony
Let me
Mackie
see if
was
that
on
was
it.
in there.
It's not in there. It's not in
I
there.
don't think that was in
No.
there.
It's just an episode of Black Mirror, and it's an episode.
Gotcha.
It's an episode. It's all coming back to me now. It's just
So did you watch it with your wife?
I
Yes.
understand 100% why he blocked that from his mind.
Yes, me and Amber watched all of Black Mirror together, and I had blocked all this from my mind, and that's why I was like, I don't remember anything standing out. And then one piece came back to me, and then it was just like the floodgates cracked and the dam broke, and it all came back to me, and I'm like,
it just kept going. It didn't stop. It just kept.
It didn't stop, and now I'm seeing that
He's an incredible actor.
he's an incredible actor.
Now I'm a little disappointed. I'm wearing the shirt today. Thanks a lot, guys.
He's an incredible actor. So, if they release a game called Twin Snakes, I will not be playing it with anyone else I know.
No, we will not be playing. Never. I would
Never.
If I get a friend request, you will be deleted from every piece
We
of
will,
social media.
we will not be friends anymore. The Marauders will fall apart if we play the Black Snakes together, or Twin
Striking
Snakes,
Vipers. Yeah.
Striking Vipers.
Yeah.
We're not doing it. We're not doing it. No,
I stopped playing video games since then.
I don't want to play video games if they're like that. Okay, I'm out.
I'm dying over here.
I'm not judging. I'm not judging.
I'm not judging either.
I'm not judging. I want to
just
make that
what it
abundantly
is.
clear
What
when
it
you
is.
watch this
What it
episode.
is.
To each their own. But I'm out. I'm out.
I'm scared.
You should be.
I'm not. I can definitely say that I'm not going to watch it now.
No,
Oh, you
Jared,
watch
you
it.
gotta watch it, bro.
No, you gotta watch it.
You and Michelle gotta watch
Yeah,
it,
you
bro.
gotta watch it.
I gotta watch it, but
So you have to watch it with your spouse?
Just
Is
watch
that
it
like a
with your
thing?
wife,
100%.
Just hold her
Is
hand
that
when
the-
you watch it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Just listen. I'll know when y'all watch it because you'll be like, Amada hates you. So
Gotcha.
Yes. You need to
I
watch
know
it.
when you watch it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I'll stay. I think I'll stay away from it for a little bit.
Moving on.
Okay, moving on to other things that were released. We had the Matrix 4 title given
I
to
want to
us.
see what all on your left's
What?
response was to that.
Way to spoil the whole movie with one word. Great. Now we know how it's gonna go. Thanks.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not one of those people because I know a lot of people that didn't like. They only like Matrix the first one, right? I per se like 1 and 2. 3 I did not like.
Yeah.
I thought they went away from stuff. You had 30 minutes where the main character wasn't even in the movie. So for me, the title is encouraging because I personally want the Matrix franchise to go forward. I think with the success of John Wick, with the success of all these of movies that are having a franchise, I think that you can take this property and move it forward in a way that it can be profitable, that it can be something that people want to see, and you can continue the story. I think some of the theology has to change just a little bit. So I'm interested in seeing how these characters come back because if you've seen 3, you know how it ends. So I'm actually excited. It doesn't scare me of the title. I want with the technology that we got from the Matrix with all these other movies, I am very, very much excited to see what new technology that the Wachowskis bring to this particular franchise and to the cinematic universe.
3 was weird for me. 3 was weird for me. Like, I'm just going to be honest with you. I mean, I love The Matrix. Now, I never bought like a trench coat. I wasn't one of those guys, but I loved The Matrix. The first one was amazing. The second one was really good. The third one got a little weird for me. Like, just, I'll be honest with you, and I'm not going to go down this whole road, but it was just a little too much like, he dies on a cross and all. Just too much for me. So I'm very excited to see how he comes back and where they go with number 4. And I'm hoping it's not like where they pigeonhole themselves into something. I'm hoping it opens it up to where we get more Matrix stuff because the world is amazing. The characters are amazing. Like, it's something that we could see so much more of, especially nowadays with how much streaming services we have. You could pick one of those other characters and you could do a whole HBO Max TV series. Like, and you can give us more of that world. Like, there's just so much you can do. But obviously, like, I mean, it's Neo. Like, you're going to have Neo back and Trinity's going to be back. I mean, Morpheus is going to be there. I'm in.
I didn't see anything about Morpheus.
I didn't see that. Yeah.
I heard is he not?
I did not see anything
That
about
hurts my
haven't
heart.
seen it.
He was the only one to live. Why wouldn't he be back?
I mean, but at the same time, though, I don't know where this fits in the timeline. We don't know where we're at with this, right? That's the whole thing, because like you said, Trinity and spoilers if y'all ain't seen the Matrix.
Well, come on.
Trinity,
Yeah.
Trinity dies, Neo dies, because we learned that Neo is one of a series of the one. So that particular version of the one died. So I don't know how they're bringing them back. The other thing too is that we were supposed to get a prequel of the Matrix where Michael B. Jordan was supposed to be the young Morpheus to understand how we got to. So I don't know where they're going with that. But like you're saying, I'm gonna let you go, Bonnie and Jared. I'm sorry, I just gotta say this one thing. When the Matrix was in its prime, we got Matrix video games, which I played. We had the Animatrix, which I enjoyed. So
which was good.
I never watched. Didn't watch that.
Okay, I have to let you borrow it, the Animatrix. I'm just saying, I was so entrenched in the world, and the only thing I wanted was them glasses Morpheus had.
Those were cool.
I just wanted a Morpheus, so. I'm sorry. I loved his fight scene in the very first Matrix. It was my favorite.
With twin snakes.
With twin snakes.
Those are different types of fight scenes.
I don't know.
There is a lot of fighting in Twin Snakes.
There is a lot of fighting.
There is a lot of
I thought
fighting.
it was like something Viper.
It's some vipers in there.
It's swashbuckling.
There are fight scenes in that, and they're well done. They're well done.
Oh god.
Very well done.
Why are we going back to this?
I don't know.
Let's
I promise you, y'all gotta watch it. I just
gotta watch it.
Gotta do it, please.
I'm excited about the Matrix movie. There.
So excited. It's freaking Keanu Reeves.
Yeah,
and it's December, guys.
And
December.
you know we're gonna see him with his shirt off. So
December.
Just saying.
So we get it at the end of this year, which is cool because I thought it was supposed to be next year. So I'm excited. Woo-hoo! I want to see the trailer because they've shown the trailer now for the comic people. I'm ready for the people that weren't at Comic-Con to see it. I want to see the trailer.
I really want to go to Comic-Con one year.
I would like to see it for sure myself.
We all need to go to Comic-Con.
Yeah, so we can see the trailers first.
Yes.
Some crap.
So I can get sued by Disney for secretly recording one.
You guys keep going.
I'm just saying, man, The Matrix is one of my all-time favorite franchise. The fact that you think about it, right? They released 2 movies a couple of months apart. They shot 2 and 3 together.
Yeah.
And so I think that's why it felt a little weird to end it like that. Think about it, it was like the first really in-game Infinity War.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just think that they just got off the rails because like the last fight where they were fighting in the air, like it was like Superman and Zod, that they should have taken it back down to the essence of just them 2 one-on-one.
When there was like 100 or like a million of them. Yeah.
The CGI got weird. Like,
and then the last scene where will we ever see Neo again? And like,
like, come on, man. But what I'm saying is 2 was great. When Neo finally crossed over between the real world and the machines, like he was able to feel the machine. That was
from the other side.
Was 2 the one where he like pulls the bullet out of Trinity?
Yes. Where he talks to the architect and shoots. He was like, you got to choose which one. Either start over and you be there or go save Trinity. And he did both. Like that was like, I remember being in the theater losing it. The highway scene with the twins, them fighting with the swords, and she's getting knocked off the back, and he's flipping onto the back of the sword that was stabbed into the trailer. Oh my god! Listen, listen. This is what I put on Facebook, and y'all hurt me about. I said, and I quote: "The Matrix Reloaded is better than the first Matrix." And I know I'm in the minority like I am with episode 8, but you know what? This is the thing. I'm not a fan of origin.
Don't crack that door. Because I have thoughts. Don't crack that door.
Listen, brother. You talking about not cracking that door, and me and you. I ain't gonna tell everybody how me and you was buddy loving it up earlier.
We were loving it up. Loving it up. Right. And I will love it up all day if you want to sit here and talk about freaking Mark Hamill in the second episode of The Gallery. Okay. Because I was in heaven, but even I said to you, there were some shots, in my opinion, there were some shots at the way they handled Luke in the new trilogy in that they made. Even Hamill a little. So anyway, but I totally agree. The end of the first Matrix was like, no movie has ever made me more excited to know what happens. Because like you have the whole build up to the Matrix, and then when he finally he starts figuring it out, and he stops the bullets. Like that was movie magic. So when we finally got to, and we don't get Neo learning, we get Neo in his prime. Like that's what I want. I want Neo in his prime. I don't want resurrected Neo relearning how to do the Matrix stuff.
You don't want old man Neo?
No.
Okay.
No old man Neo?
No. Is he
Here's
forget about the Matrix and he's sitting on a mountain somewhere?
Sorry,
with all
I'm
the
sorry. I
machines
had to
around
do it.
him?
I had to do it. I'm sorry.
My bold prediction here is that it is not him. Like you're going to see somebody different that's taken on the one, but in the Matrix for a little bit we're going to see Keanu Reeves as him or her, whatever, until they get whatever happens.
I already hate your idea. You've just ruined the Matrix sword for me.
I guarantee that's what's going to happen. He's gonna bend the spoon, but it won't be him for anymore.
No.
Can't
And
tell.
one thing I will say, I like how they handled the oh my gosh, the Oracle. When the actress who played her in the beginning passed away,
Yeah.
and they talked about it in the movie, I thought that was
Yes.
Yeah.
I do agree with that. I did watch the first Matrix the other day, like maybe 3-4 weeks ago. And yeah, I forgot how much I loved that character.
So good.
The Oracle. She's
And I'm
The
that's the
best.
thing. I don't think that the first Matrix is bad. I don't. It was groundbreaking. But
Yeah.
I love it when a character knows how to use their powers. That
Yeah.
to me, like when
I
you're
can
spending the
agree with
whole, you're spending the whole movie learning how to do it. But in Matrix 2, like Reloaded, he was just all over the place.
He's
Like,
all
they
over
was
the
like,
place.
where's Neo? Oh, he's doing a Superman thing. Like he understood his powers. I
it's
thought-
Dude,
getting to see the powers. I agree with that too. I like the second Matrix.
That
Probably
lobby
one of the
scene
first.
in Matrix 1 is one of the greatest pieces of film
Yeah.
ever. I mean, it's still to this day.
Do you guys? Because you guys have watched it recently, right? And you know how like all the bullets are like flying, and there's like the buildings coming, like walls are whatever. Anyways, and not one bullet hits them, and you're like, really?
He's
That's
yeah,
not real
because-
life. That's not real life. No, not that part. The part before they get to that part.
Right,
One
and
bullet,
he does get
nail
hit
fall.
when he tries to do the slow. He does get hit.
But that's on the
twice.
roof.
the first time.
That's on the roof.
Yeah.
Was
the
it on the
first
roof?
time.
So he didn't get
That
hit
was
in the
on the
lobby
roof.
at all. I don't care.
No.
The lobby's. Look, just think of the trench coat industry. They launched.
I know.
They launched a whole new revolution in
I
trench
just-
coats off of
They-
that one
It's
scene.
fun to watch it now with the technology we have for filming. I mean, I still love The Matrix. I do, but it's like it's kind of cheesy. I love
here
it though.
for
I love it.
Like I said, at the end of the day, the title doesn't scare me. I think the first trailer we get is going to determine my excitement for
Yeah.
the movie.
Yeah.
They got
But
to show
If
one.
it's Jared's
reaction.
idea, I'm already mad. I don't want to recast it. We don't need a new chosen one.
I'm
Give
just
me
gonna make
freaking
you.
Neo.
I'm gonna make you upset. So when you see it, you're gonna be. Like,
I will be.
super
I'll be
happy.
furious. Like Neo finally learns to use powers in the real world, and then they kill him.
Neo's gonna be in a wheelchair with a catheter, and he can't do crap.
Went back to
Wish I
that
could-
what you
wish I
guys
could
were
mute
talking
you.
about before. Ah,
We need muting
Okay.
powers.
it was out of my head.
Let's. Yeah,
Okay.
maybe.
Oh,
So we have two more things. We don't have a ton of time. We went off on a
Let's
tangent
let
on that
Bonnie
one.
talk about her
Hold on.
experience with good Thanos, and then we can end it out with the gallery and what if.
That'll work. Okay, so
I
Bonnie,
loved
go for
Good
it.
Thanos, which was last week's What If episode. It's been my favorite What If episode so far. Was last week's, with T'Challa as Star-Lord. I was like, this is I'm here for it, because you get Thanos as a good guy. You get even like the one guy, I can't remember his name, but when Star-Lord goes to get the Power Stone, and
the guy from Gladiator and
Yeah.
yeah.
and he's just like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. We're best friends. And I was like,
In
so if this is what would happen if T'Challa was Star-Lord, everybody would love him.
I was about to say, in 2 minutes, this is one thing everybody's been saying. In 2 minutes, he was the better Star-Lord than Star-Lord ever was in the whole series.
Yes.
Star-Lord, it was like y'all know me. Y'all know who I am. I'm internationally known. I'm Star-Lord.
And he's famous.
They're like, hey, who?
And he's like calling him Mr.
Who
Lord.
are you?
It's like- I loved that, like, in that opening scene too, he was like trying to bow or whatever, and he's like, we don't do that here. And I was like, oh, he actually said that in Infinity War. So sweet.
Yeah.
I loved it though.
My favorite was the end when they all go back to Wakanda, and and you see all of his new family, and they're talking, and you see Thanos sitting there, and he's explaining the snap, and he's
No,
just like,
it's
he's all chill about it, and his daughter's next to him, like, Dad, stop, and like I just, dude,
And you notice because
no. It's
he
still
didn't-
considered genocide. Go ahead.
because he wasn't going after the stones, we got no Gamora.
Yeah, we didn't get any Gamora. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I just it was such a good.
I'm here for good
And
Thanos.
I love that on that episode, most of the voice actors were the actual characters,
Mm-hmm.
which I really enjoyed.
Yes, because
I
Josh
mean-
Brolin did an incredible
Oh
job.
my gosh, yes! I was like, and did you guys know that Seth Green voiced Howard the Duck?
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
I
that's
did.
so cool.
Yep.
That was so cool.
Because I don't know Howard the Duck. I've seen the character, but I don't know Howard the Duck. What is that?
Bro,
You haven't watched the
gotta
crappy
go watch
80s
the
movie
movie.
ever?
No, I've never heard of it.
You're
Oh,
so
I've
missing
seen-
something.
Look
I've
at
seen a duck
look
smoking.
at on your left's face.
You are devastated.
He's very devastated
because
right
I
now.
thought you was joking, but you were so serious.
No, like I've seen the duck. Like I don't know if it was in like I thought it was like one of
He was
those.
one of the first Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah.
No,
See,
no.
Now we need to pull. I need to pull up. I'm gonna pull up the Howard the Duck theme song, and that's what we're gonna go out to today.
I like it.
Bro.
Where there's a movie with the duck.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'll find the duck. Is it called Howard the
It
Duck?
it is a main character in
Yeah.
Marvel.
Okay,
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
my bad.
Come on now.
Is,
But
they
I've
they
got to
still
pull
have
up the
him, or-
picture.
like is,
I gotta
is he,
pick-
is
I
he
just
still in the
remember the
comics?
corny movie, like live action duck or whatever. Dude dressed as a duck.
So,
Okay, so
so live
we
action
just-
dude
we
in a
just-
duck suit.
Yeah, I don't like 80s makeup duck.
he's
I
like
don't
the
know
South Alps,
how you
bro.
would describe it.
Okay, this
Okay,
is gonna be my
so
first introduction to the
Going
duck.
along with everything we've been talking about tonight, this guy has got
That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Is this Super
this
Mario
is
Brothers?
from the live movie.
This is not
No.
from the Super Mario Brothers movie.
No.
No,
Howard
this
the
is
Duck,
Howard
the
the
movie,
Duck.
And there's a whole movie that you want me to
Whole
watch with
movie.
this thing.
Yes, and I think
I am almost guaranteed that I actually may own this.
Howard the Duck is a for real movie, bro.
Gosh.
Is he set in a duck world? Like
No.
are all the ducks?
No, he's in
No.
like a real world,
Shane,
like
just watch
like
it, bro.
with people.
Look,
Is
if
he
they
full
watch
size?
Diapers, you gotta watch Howard the Duck, bro.
Watch, you just gotta watch it. It's
I'll
so
watch it.
corny too. Oh my gosh.
Hold on,
I'm
hold
terrified
on.
just by that
I'll,
picture. That's gonna give me nightmares. I'm not gonna be able to sleep. I don't
How
want to
have
see
you
a
not ever
man-sized.
Because
see
that
a
was the whole
man-sized duck?
thing in Guardians. Whenever they go to the collector and Howard the Duck was in the back.
That's the movie.
Well, I mean,
That's
I
what the
get
front
it.
looks like.
Coming
Okay.
to Earth this summer.
I'll check it out. I'll check it out. I will broaden my horizons and watch the man-sized duck and probably never sleep
There.
again.
Oh, I just
You'll love him.
hold on. I got one last picture that I just found.
Yes.
I'm trying to think who the main chick was. Wasn't she the chick from Back to the Future? Wasn't that his mom?
Wait.
Hold
The
on.
Yeah,
the
Hold
duck
on.
has a
Hold
mom.
I
on.
think you're right.
Hold on.
How does the
Oh,
duck?
do you have the picture? Da-na-na-na-na. Yes.
Yep, that's
Yes. Yep.
Gosh, I called it. You'll never be able to unsee that, Shane.
Ever.
I'm so confused. So does she?
So
does
has
she
every
hatch him?
person that's ever watched this movie is
Yeah.
confused.
Does she hatch him?
She
No.
Yeah, she sat on him.
I mean,
Oh,
you said that's his mom. Like,
No.
what
That's
is
not his
No.
Back to the Future.
The mom from Back to the Future.
I'm lost.
and
I'm like, why
Marty's.
the hell are people having giant-sized ducks? Like,
He's from not this world.
okay, so he's from outer space. Is this the
Yes.
size he starts, or is he like a little duck?
Just you have to watch the movie.
Oh my
I'm gonna
gosh,
watch
watch the movie.
Okay, do one of you two have it?
I think I might. If
Okay.
I find it, I will get it for you.
Text
Yeah.
me and bring it Sunday.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
You can watch it on. Oh, you can rent it on Prime.
Yeah, I'm not renting it.
Don't rent
No,
it.
I wouldn't.
I'm
I
not
wouldn't
renting
do
it.
that. No,
I'm
I was
not
just
gonna
seeing
spend
if
real money on it.
seeing if it was available on Prime.
I
Okay.
do like the Back to the Future mom though. She's good. Was this before Back to the Future, or was this?
It was
after?
made in
About the s-
1986.
About the same.
Okay.
About the
think
same
what-
time.
I just don't know if that would be like a career down move or an up move.
The movie,
So-
I think, was
Yeah, the
was
movie
successful.
I mean, it's like I mean, I'm not gonna say it's ET or anything, but what I'm saying
Is it comparable to the Super Brothers movie, the Mario Brothers movie?
no, I like this better than Mario Brothers.
I like.
And I like the
Brothers
Mario
movie.
Brothers movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll check it out then. If I can sit
Okay.
through Koopas.
The point is, the reason why it was such a big cameo in Guardians was because of how big it was in the 80s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I knew it was a big deal because I've seen the duck somewhere, but I've seen the cartoon duck. Like Ghostbusters?
You are- Why do we have him on the controls?
I don't know.
Because I make it entertaining. That's why.
I have laughed so much this episode, guys. It's like what
We ain't
the
even
crap?
got into the what if yet.
We haven't even.
We did.
No.
We haven't even.
Okay, so you guys, I want you to talk about the new What If. I haven't seen it, but I'll hang out for it. Bonnie, you good?
I've watched the new one too. This week's episode.
You did watch the one today?
I did.
Okay, so
I just really enjoyed.
we got a
last
few
week's
minutes.
better.
Let's talk about that.
Okay. Basically, this is the what if that deals with the Avengers, and we got a lot of death in this. I'm gonna tell you the first, like, because what they did is they kind of ventured into the whole scene of Iron Man 2 where he's sitting inside the donut, and they even do the whole thing where she gives him the shot in his neck and all of that, but he died from that, and that one got me because it was like, yo, I just saw him die in Endgame, bro. Like wasn't ready for him to be dead. So he died, Thor died, Hawkeye died, Black Widow died, like Hulk died. Oh yeah, everybody died. I'm gonna let Shane say who the villain was, because that one got me as far as like the character arc of that particular character.
When they said hope, though.
When they said hope. Bonnie, go ahead. Who's the bad guy?
No, I wasn't gonna say. I was just.
No,
I don't
tell
want
us.
to like steal your thunder.
No, you're not stealing my
It was-
thunder.
It was Hank. Hank Pym.
Hank. And dude, his character was so well done. Like he looked like, as soon as the mask popped up, I was like, they killed it. They crushed it with his character.
Now he was the yellow jacket dude
Yes.
from the first one, right?
Yeah. In the
Okay.
comic, he also put on that, and he wasn't good in
Right.
the movie either.
Okay.
Really well done. I like how they killed all the Avengers.
Yeah, I did
I
too.
loved like how they killed them all. I'm going to spoil everything. They killed them all. And I loved how they killed them. It was really neat too, because like Hawkeye, like he's all like I've never, he's all like he's crushed because he killed Thor. And he's like, I didn't shoot the arrow. And then they're like, dude, we're looking at the arrow. And he's
Nick Fury actually said, "Arrow suggests that you did."
your arrow suggested you
Oh
did
my
it.
God.
And so he's in prison, and you see him, and he's just all torn up because like
I
I've
know.
never slipped, and I've never
Yeah.
let loose. And then
That's what
they
she
go
said.
they go in to talk to him. He opens the door, and then he's dead.
Yep.
Like what the hell? Like,
No, but who died the worst though was Hulk, bro.
Hulk, I know.
Hulk.
He threw that Pym particle at his heart, and your boy said,
I just
Yes. I was like,
Literally.
what?
I like how he exploded, and he didn't explode into like goo. He exploded into like powder.
Yeah.
Like he was
Weird.
he just became like this big Hulk powder.
The
Uh,
only negative on this episode is the end when Loki took over. I was just like, eh.
No.
In 2 days or 4
when
days? How many
Captain
days
Marvel
was it?
showed up last minute, as always. Sorry.
Well,
that
that's
was-
kind of
No.
that's kind of what
You
she.
sound
You
like
just
you got something against her.
she really does.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Do I?
I think you just don't like women in TV. in
I don't
movies.
like Captain Marvel in TV.
I'm curious to see where they go. I was glad Captain Marvel had long hair.
Mhm.
That's I like Captain Marvel with long hair, not with short
Yeah,
with
hair.
the
easier
mohawk.
for people
No,
to pull.
I'm not a fan of the
and they
mohawk.
beat her face in the ground.
We-
What?
We are not.
It's very hostile.
We are not an OnlyFans podcast.
I said
We're
beat her
just-
face in the
Hey.
ground.
You know, we could broaden our horizons. I mean, me and Mod
I'm
can
not
play
broad-
some. Me and Mod can play some twin snakes.
I don't know-
or turbo snakes or turbo vipers. What is it?
Oh my
twin
gosh.
vipers?
Oh my gosh. Read Avengers. What is it? The giant annual or whatever issue, or it's volume 10, where Rogue beats her up, takes all of her powers.
Hey Ace. In all seriousness, if we started an OnlyFans, me and you were going to play turbo snakes first week. Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh!
my
Why
God.
are we talking about this?
I don't know.
Yeah, all I'm saying is the episode was great, bro. The episode
That was awesome.
was great.
What episode?
It's my favorite. It's
This
my
is
favorite.
Vipers or the What If?
Oh,
Which
the
one
What
are we talking
Oh,
The What If is my favorite so far because I liked how all the characters were involved. I liked Nick Fury in this. And I just thought I love when they flash back to the animation that we've seen in the regular films. I think that is always dope. And then to see their spin on it, in particular, how like the whole Thor scene where Thor was trying to get Mjolnir. Like I thought that was dope. So
Yeah.
this was my favorite What If episode. If this was the one for me.
I'm really curious to see where it goes because the last scene, I'm curious to see how they finish this little series. It was really cool. Like they've killed off all the Avengers, but they, then the end we get to see Captain Marvel, and obviously we get to see Captain America. So
Yeah. And just seeing them all their coffins laid out, that was like
that was so cool. And they had all their logos on each of them had their own logo on their coffin. Yeah, so well done.
so
so
I'm
well
so
done.
disappointed Bonnie was not as excited about this episode.
Well,
She's not excited about the
Well,
one character.
Had they not pulled Captain Marvel into it,
Yeah.
I probably would have liked it better.
oh my God.
Just
She was
saying.
literally in there for 30 seconds.
Just saying.
It was,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, you can't top good Thanos.
Good Thanos was really good.
Good Thanos
That
is
was-
pretty funny.
that was my
you realize
favorite.
You realize it's still genocide, right?
Yeah. He was just so logical about it. And I love he even did the snap. Like
I know.
so
And
good.
It's not
Drax
genocide,
as
it's wrong.
the bartender was awesome.
Yeah, because he still had his family.
And he was so literal.
But what's her name with long hair freaked me out though.
Nebula.
Yeah.
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 That threw me off.
Still
a little
loved it
bit,
though.
but
I still
And why
loved
did the collector look like Lion-O?
Yeah,
Or
he
one of
was-
the
He looked like
Yeah.
like He-Man after he
Yeah.
turned into He-Man.
yeah, he was jacked.
I like that he put on a Hella's helmet thing.
Yeah.
That he had
I thought
everybody's
that was cool.
pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And I know we're out of time, but all I want to say about the gallery is that was a middle finger to episode 8, and I loved every single second. Every single second.
I haven't watched the gallery yet, so I'm gonna pop off of here if y'all are
We're
good.
not gonna get
Okay.
into it.
Yeah.
All I
We'll
will
talk
say
about it
is-
next.
Next week.
Go ahead.
All I'm gonna say is thank you for Favreau's acknowledgement. That's all
Oh.
I'm say. Thank you for the acknowledgement.
He did acknowledge her several times.
Okay, so I know who you're talking about, but I definitely have watched the first episode because I didn't get to see this one, and she was not in it.
Not 1 second of her.
Because she was in the
she was
first-
not mentioned. She was She was not mentioned. She was not filmed. She was not pictured in anything.
Now
Okay.
she gets her
What you
due.
say after you watch this episode?
She gets her due. Ace.
It's
like,
her last hurrah.
we had our moment. Like she got her due. And look, she did her job. According to she did her job, and I'm thankful for it for this episode. This one time,
This one time.
Only once.
only once.
Okay. Love you guys. Love you guys
Yes.
to hang out with us. Everybody
for
that's watching
joining
afterwards, jump in. You can still leave some comments. We'll at you wherever you're at, and we will see you next week. Thursday, 7:30.
Play this part of the death music.
Oh,
he's turned into a
C3PP.
robot again.
And we're out.